can see the spider diagram. Just like straight line between that particular point you did. Did you get my points now? Like, we have properties, we have schools. We want to calculate which property has the closest, the nearby distance. So from that you can determine, this is the first time I'll be doing this also, but I used the near to some years back, I've forgotten, but I've used the near to before. But this is the first time I'm coming across the spider diagram. You can see I'm also learning. The spider diagram is just like, there's something, this is similar to what we call, is the OT cost matrix in network analysis. If you're dealing with road network analysis, there is something related to this. It will give you the distance between maybe a point of incidence and facilities. Maybe you have an accident, an hospital. So it gives you in form of a straight line, just like a spider web, like that. So it's just like something similar to that. So I think they have the two also. So let's try to, did you see what I'm trying to say now? You can see, comparing what is happening here to, did you get my point now? So it's very far. It's very far. So in that case, that is what we call near to. So this is an exercise. So let's quickly work with that, the near twos, and then creating a spider web or whatever. So let me try to bring in the BASI map I did the other time. Do you remember that? The BASI map comprising the location, property location, and the school. So we want to use that to check the near twos. So just search for near. Did you see this? Near what? Analysis. Did you see that? Just click on it. Did you see that? It said calculate distance and additional proximity information between the input feature and the closest features in another layer of feature class. Did you see that? So it's using a straight line to connect the 2 points together. Do you get my point? Maybe schools to where you are living, maybe where you have an accident to hospitals. Do you get my point? Just to check what is the fastest distance in form of a straight line without taking your road into consideration. This time around is assuming that there is no road. Everywhere is just plain and flat. Did you get my point now? So that's the case for this. Now, the near feature, from what we have here, what do they use as a near feature here? The fire and the near fire station. So our home will be school. And then the properties will be the feature. This will be our properties. And then school. Let me use Unicross this time around. What's happening? Datum conflict. Something is wrong. Datum conflict. I told you there's something called projection the other time. You can check the projection. Projection causes that sometimes. Then click on this and then check the source. Maybe it's in WJS 984. I think so. I'm very right. Did you see now? WJS 984. Did you see what I'm trying to say now? And then what I'm working with, the properties I'm working with is maybe 32 knots. So I need to project. So you can see you are learning another spatial analysis in another job now. Did you get my point now? Did you see? Properties. Wait. It's still the same thing. So why is it now saying datum conflict? Is there anything wrong? No. Let me check my layer. You see that? Did you see the current coordinate system? This is projected, but my feature layer is in what? Geographical. So maybe that's why it's writing datum conflict. But let's neglect that. Sometimes you do write stuff like that, but I do neglect that. So let's just calculate it and see whether it will work out first. The properties first, and then the school. Let's see. This is optional. You see that you can specify the angle. Did you see that? Maybe at 90 or whatever. So it's optional. So just uncheck all those. All these ones are optional. But let's see whether it's run out first. It's been a long time I've used stuff like this. So well, let's see. It's not working. Did you see that? The one is telling us that the datum conflict between inputs and outputs. So something is wrong. I don't know why. let's try to project. Remember, there's a difference between projecting raster and projecting what? Vector. Okay, good. I think we're going to get that now. Did you see the Unicross? WGS 984, VCS, EGM model. I've forgotten this. We are taught in geodesy. EGM. I've forgotten the full meaning of that, but it's in geodesy. 96 geoid. Did you get this now? Now, let me try to bring my property and let's see. You see, this one is ordinary 984. Did you get my point now? So that's where the datum conflict comes in. Did you get my point now? So you need to agree which datum you are using. So in that case, I'm going to convert my Unicross to that WGS94, similar to the, what's it called? That of the property. Did you get my point now? Now let me click OK and let me say OK. Did you get my point now? It's the same WGS94, but the geoid is different. So we have a change of datum. So now let me work with my Unicross projects and let me calculate the near tools. Near analysis rather. So near analysis. So let's drag the school is near the property. Did you see that we don't have the error again? It's resolved. So the problem is the projection. I knew at first. I just want to try my luck. Let's see whether it works or not. Because there's some situation it works automatically. But in this case, it's telling me it's not working out. So that's the reason I went to geoprocessing. I checked the results. Then it's still telling me that the datum conflict between the input and the input features and the near feature. There's a datum conflict. And I checked that from the projection 2. That one is having EGM 96 and the other one is just plain WGS 94. Despite the fact they are WGS 94. One is having additional whatever. Did you get my point now? So let's see whether it works out. So let's click OK. You can see now it's worked. So it's worked out. So where is the result? We need to get the result. Is it in form of a table? Sorry, am I a question? Let me see. Okay, the input feature is on the input feature. What's my input feature? Properties. What's happening? Man? What's happening to my attributes? Oh. Thank you. Did you see that? I didn't even know. It's just be like it can happen to you anytime. You just be like, where's my attribute table? Okay, now I had to like show selected records and then all selected records. Did you get that now? So that's just where I get it wrong. So now just try to. Did you see that? Did you get that now? So if I want to check which one of these property is close or is more like is closer or more close to which one do we use? Unicross. You can just ask. You can right click this and is it ascending or descending? Did you see that? 0.51788. This is the highest. This is the most. This is the what's it called? The largest distance. Did you get my point now? So this is very far. Let me click on that. Did you see that? This location, you can see that, right? This location here is too far to Unicross. Did you see that? The analysis is very right. Did you get that? Sarah, who together? So let's check the other one, telling us it's too far. You can see it's just nearby that particular previous one. Did you see that now? So let's see the one that says very, very close. You see that one? Did you get that now? So you can see the analysis is very correct. Did you get that now? So that is it. So that's how to use the near, or what's it called? The near analysis too. Now let's try to see the spider they are talking about. just like a form of a chart. You get my point? Just to draw a line to show us that this is very far, this is very close, and stuff like that. The reason why we are having the distance in 0 point something, who can tell me that? The result in is 0 point something. Who can tell me the reason we are having it? Not the normal way, not the normal distance. Who can tell me? The coordinate reference system is what? It's geographic coordinate system. As when it's projected, did you get my point now? We have the exact normal distance, maybe 200 meter, 500 meter. Did you get my point now? But because it's in geographical, did you get my point now? So we have it 0 point something, like geodesy, whatever distance. So now we have that, and then let's see how the spider was being done. Creating a spider diagram. It said a spider diagram will be, we draw a line from each response location to the what? To the fire station. They are using this as a case study of their own problem. But our own here is properties and what? Schools. Did you get my point now? You can see it's just like a reward problem, just to see which hospital is very close to where you have an incident. Did you get my point now? So that we can use near tools to calculate that. So now it said go to this and then double click on the create spider diagram. So you search for what? Spider diagram. Let's search for spider diagram. Let's see. Spider diagram. This is the first time I'll be using this. Spider. Create spider. We don't have it. Open the catalog window again and locate the GIS tutorial. I think they have their own extra toolbox. Double click, create spider diagrams. Click. It's a script. It's not part of the ArcGIS tool. I think the script was developed by them and they tried to bring it in. Do you get my point now? So it's not part of you can see, do you see this toolbox here? Did you see that? Two boxes, it's a GIS tutorial tools. Did you get my point now? So it's not part of the system toolboxes. Did you get my point now? So we won't have access to that, but from my own view, I think what they are trying to have is something related like something like this. Did you get that? Just to have a straight line connecting those locations to schools from here to here, just a straight line like that. And then, did you get that now? So that's how to perform the spider whatever. So the tool is not among, but I'm very sure it should be in ArcGIS Pro. I'm very sure it should. We should have it there. So here it's okay. Let's stop that for now.